bom nessa área. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back after an extended break. District championships. We will play a 3-game round robin starting now. Mercer, Minutemen, Woodbridge. Top 2 teams advance to Sunday's championship. First up, Mercer Chiefs. Aegeus, Joey, Clements, Luke, and Lucas on the back end. Clements on the face-off. Mercer goes D to D. Puck comes to Luke at center ice. Luke has it. He's going to dump that in. Far corner. Joey will chase. Mercer goes D to D around the net. That's going to come out to the wing. There comes Aegeus to pressure. Mercer sends that all the way down on Gowdy. Gowdy kicks out to the corner for Lucas. Lucas under pressure. Reverses it looking for Aegeus on the half wall. He finds him. Aegeus is dumped. We got a 3-on-2 if they hurry. And we will go to the power play. 14-23 on the game clock. And we will get a power play. Mercer unhappy with the call. We will get Aegeus, Elder, Clements, Luke, and Joey. This is our last weekend as a group. Clements on the draw, loses it, comes to Joe. Joe walks middle, plays that to Elder on the half wall. Elder down to Clements. Clements looking back for Elder. Luke has it at the point. Luke swings it to Joey. Joey has it up top. Joey down to Seiden. Seiden loses it. Joe keeps it in. Seiden to Elder. Elder to Clements. Clements back to Elder. Luke at the point. Back to Elder. Elder to Clements. Clements pinned. In comes Aegeus. Aegeus has it. Leaves it for Joe. Joe going to wind up. Shot in the breadbasket. 45 left on the clock. Out comes Thomas, Victor, and Lapino. Borden and Blake on the back end. 45 left on the man advantage. 0-0 the score. Tommy in on the draw. Mercer wins the draw. They're going to swing it around. Borden is going to pinch. He's tied up. He needs help. Lapino in a battle. He needs some help. Victor comes in. Borden comes in. Mercer comes away with that. Chip it all the way out. Blake will retreat. Collect that at our blue. Blake plays out to Lapino. Lapino runs into Tommy. Collects. Lapino across the blue. Puts on the brakes to set up. Lapino to Victor on the half wall. Victor up to Borden up top. Borden back to Victor. Victor down low to Tommy. Tommy. Oh my God. Lapino misses. It's a good play by Tommy right there. Slid it in the slot. Lapino had an empty net. Goalie made a great save. Puck in the corner. Power play is over. Victor has it. Plays it across. Mercer will dump that. That'll be a nice one. Elder, Palatnik, and Mikey Longo, McDonough, and Seiden on the back end. 0-0 the score. Elder wins the draw to Palatnik. Palatnik to McDonough. McDonough dumps it into the corner looking for Elder. Elder has it. He's under pressure. Longo comes over, comes away with it, tries to play it back to McDonough. That's deflected. Comes back to Mikey. Mikey plays into Elder. Elder knocked down. Looking for help. Palatnik has it, plays it up top to Luke. Luke and McDonough on the same side. They rotate now. Mercer comes away with it. They try to outlet it. They cannot. Polotnik dumps somebody. No call. McDonough runs into Mikey Longo. Here comes Bertoli, I believe his name is, for Mercer. Mikey reverses to Luke. Mercer picks that off. They're going to dump that behind the net. 2 Mercer Chiefs there. Guy in the slot. Shot. Still. 1-0 Mercer. Out comes Aegeus, Clements, Joey, Civarelli, and Blake. 1-0 Mercer Chiefs. 11:51 on the game clock. Clements wins a draw to Blake. Tushev to Civarelli. Civarelli has it. Throws it across looking for Joe. It's deflected. Joe's going to dump that in deep. Aegeus will chase. Clements will chase. Aegeus first to that. That puck goes to the corner. Joey will get there. Joey finds Aegeus. Aegeus loses it. Joe comes in. Him and Aegeus run into each other. Aegeus has it. Plays it to Joe. Joe plays that to Clements. Clements under pressure. Somebody's got to help him. Puck goes around the net. Joe in a foot race. Joe slows that down. Not long enough. Here comes Mercer. Joe dives to break that up. Plays that to Tushev. Tushev over to Civarelli. Civarelli to Aegeus. And that was tipped at the red line. They call that an icing. And we'll get a line change. Out comes Mikey Longo, Lapino, and Tommy.
Come on, boys, let's go.
D-zone draw to Max's left. Thomas on the draw. Tommy wins the draw. Goes to Lapino. Lapino across the blue by himself. He needs some help. Lapino dumps that behind the net. Longo's there. Tommy comes in to help. Tommy's going to come away with it. Tommy and Longo working out of the corner. Puck's played to Lapino. Lapino back to Lucas. Lucas dumps that behind the net. Longo will chase. Borden pinches. Nice job by Borden. Blew a wheel there, but kept it in. Lucas loses it at the blue. Mercer pushes that out to Borden. At center ice, Borden swings it to Lapino. Lapino across the blue. We were offsides. Victor, Elder, and Louis Polotnik come out with McDonough and Luke on the back end. Elder chips that. Mercer plays it out to center ice. Polotnik wins that and dumps that in deep. Doing a lot of dumping and chasing, but we're not chasing the puck too good. Elder leaves that in the slot. Nobody there. It's thrown out to center ice to McDonough. McDonough to Seiden. Seiden to Victor. Victor chips that into the zone. Victor just buries the kid. Mercer was looking for a penalty there. They don't get it. Mercer throws that out to center ice. Luke's going to the box. .9:41 on the clock. We will be shorthanded. Clements comes out to kill with Joey, Tushev, and Borden. Luke will go, I believe, for interference. Mercer in on the draw against Clements. Clements loses the draw, but it comes all the way out to the point. Joe will chase. Mercer goes D to D. They will dump that in. Some familiar faces on this power play for Mercer. Nash to Bias and Ray shake and bake Kasha. Joey has that, plays it up to the point. There comes far side. Clements is there. Clements chips. Clements and Joe. Max thought about coming out to play it. Blake looking for a reverse. Blake is looking for some help. He's run into. Clements is going to pinch down. Nice stick by Clements. That's played in on Gowdy. Ref blows the whistle. 50 on the man advantage for Mercer. Tommy and Aegeus killing. Blake and Borden stay. Tommy wins the draw. Blake try to throw it out. Hits a Mercer player. They swing that all the way around. It's pushed out to center ice. Mercer is there. They collect. They have it. They're going to go weak side. It's a one-on-one. Tushev is there. Mercer just dumps it behind the net. Borden will collect. He plays that around looking for Tommy. Mercer pinches. They keep it in the zone. Dump that all the way down. Tushev in a battle. In comes Borden. Borden going to push that all the way down. It's going to be an icing. Actually, it's going to go in on goal. 17 seconds left on the man advantage. Out comes Lucas and Civarelli. Mercer plays it up. Shot in on Gowdy. That's a save. Tommy in the slot over skates. Max has it. Civarelli dumps a kid. Somebody broke their stick. Not sure who it is. 8:13 left in the first period. 1-0 Mercer. Shots are 4-2. Out comes Elder and Lapino to kill. Lucas and Civarelli on the back end. Elder wins the draw. Lucas is tied up. Still has it. Spins away from traffic. Victor comes out of the box. Lapino has it. Still has it. Skates across the blue or across the red. Dumps it in. And will chase. Mercer chucks that out to center ice. The coaches are yelling, get it deep. Civarelli loses it. Mercer shot. High and wide. 7:43. Puck comes to the D-man. That's chipped into the corner. Pino plays it up to Victor. Victor has Elder driving net. Victor drives wide. Throws it across. Looking for Elder. Nobody home. Mercer gets that. Luke tried to keep it in momentarily. Mercer gets it. They're going to dump it in on Max and go for a change. McDonough has to come over. Good job by Elder, center support. Pino has it. Throws it out of the zone. Mercer will retreat. Victor chases. Out comes Joey, who scoops that up at center ice. Joey chips that to Seiden. Plays it ahead to Lapino. Lapino across the blue. He's got Joe at the point. He plays it to him. Joe is in, shoots. Glove save by the goalie. 6:47. I think he was shooting for that kid's stick. Otherwise, he would have clap bombed it. We've got Aegeus, Joey, and Clements with McDonough and Luke on the back end. Joe will take the draw to the goalie's left. Joey wins the draw to Aegeus. Aegeus to Luke. Luke falls down. Aegeus had fucking Clements in front of the net. I'm not sure he saw him. Aegeus comes in, pick up that puck. He's under duress, needs help. Now comes Joe. Joe deflects that and it goes up into the rafters. And we'll get a D-zone draw to the goalie's right. Same unit. Clements will take the draw. 6:29 left in the first period. Clements wins the draw back to McDonough. McDonough plays that down the wall to Aegeus, who's under a ton of pressure. Joe kept it in momentarily. McDonough goes right back up the wall. Aegeus has it, plays it to Joe. Joe loses it. Luke had pinched 2-on-1 for Mercer. Mercer shoots. Max Gowdy with a save. Joey comes, plays that to Aegeus. Aegeus loses it, comes right back to Joe. Joe back to McDonough. McDonough loses it. Joe is there, pushes it out of the zone. And here comes Mercer. Back in, Gowdy, stick save there. Here comes Seiden. Has it behind the net, plays that to Clements. Clements looking for Joe. We're offsides, 5:40 left in the first period. Victor, Elder, and Palatnik, Tushev, and Borden. Elder wins the draw to Victor. Victor across the blue. Throws it in front. Palatnik misses the net. That's pushed out to center ice. Saved it. Elder tried to trip around two guys, cannot. Puck comes to the point. Dumped. Into the corner. Elder and Tushev there. Borden has it. He's got Victor right up the gut. He finds him. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Victor turns a 2-on-1 into a 1-on-1. And they pick his pocket. Palatnik peels off and bangs his stick, goes to the bench. Out comes Tommy and Lupino. Victor plays it to Tommy. He'll go for a change. Tommy finds Rocco. Rocco save goalie. Out comes Mikey Vongo. That puck is dumped deep. Lucas will retreat. Mercer is changing. 4:21 left on the clock. Vongo across the blue with Lupino. Mercer is calling for offsides. Stuffer attempt is broken up, and here comes Mercer across the red. We're going to chip that in deep. Max will come out to play that. Plays it to Lucas. Mercer picks that off. And puck goes back into the corner. Tommy is there. He plays that to Longo. Longo pushes it out to center ice. Mercer scoops that back up. Thomas goes for a change. Out comes Clement. Mercer dumps that in. That's Nash Tobias driving. Nice save by Max. Here comes Lucas. Lucas looking for Longo. Longo will peel off and go for a change. Out comes Clements. Out comes Joey. Clements with a good job to break that up momentarily. Stump back in our zone, and out comes Max to play it. Scoops through his legs.
Nobody went to the puck.
Clements has it behind the net, looking for Lupino. Lupino to Joey. Joey by himself goes around one. Joey shoots far side pad. Nobody there, but now out comes Aegeus. Out comes McDonough. Puck comes back to Joe on the half wall. Joe under pressure. Aegeus keeps it in. They're going to swing that all the way around to McDonough. McDonough keeps that in. Looking for some help. Here comes Mercer through the neutral zone. Across the red. Luke steps. Mercer goes into the corner. It's thrown back into harm's way. Max makes the save there. Nice job. McDonough chips it on the wall. Mercer has it on the wall. Aegeus has it. He can't play it out. Comes back down to McDonough. McDonough has it. McDonough off the wall. It's in Joe's skates. In comes Luke. They dump that around. Mercer has it. Oh, Clements ties a guy up and is fucking blasted. And we're going to go to the power play. Mercer not happy with the call. Clements tied a guy up. Kid retaliated on Clements. And we'll get the power play. Tom, Lupino, Victor, Logan, and Lucas. Coaches from Mercer are screaming at their player for the retaliation. Winning the game 1-0.
the ref got a cut. The tackle's gonna do it.
Tommy plays that to Victor. He tries the one time. He misses. Lapino back to the point to Borden. Borden plays that down to Tommy. Tommy crosses to Lucas. Lucas shoots. Goalie makes a save. Goes in the corner. Lucas gets that, chips it back behind the net. Mercer throws it out. It hits Tommy in his leg. Tommy's in some pain. Victor has it. Tommy's struggling on the backside. Tommy is in a heap of pain, it looks like. Lapino shoots. Breadbasket. .103 left in the period, 46 left on a man advantage. Aegeus, Clements, Elder, Joey, and Luke. Clements loses the draw. Elder gets that. Mercer picks that pass attempt off to Luke. They're going to dump that all the way down. Joe will pick that up. Joe is bodied. And here comes Seiden. Seiden plays that to Clements. Clements to Aegeus. Aegeus is hooked. He gains the zone. Aegeus across. Clements. Rebound. Goalie makes a save. 36 on the man advantage. I don't know. Clements in on the draw. Puck's one back to Joey. Joey has it. Plays that to Aegeus. Aegeus has it. He's going to play that up top to Joe. Joe back to Aegeus. Good job. Aegeus shot. Glove save. Or blocker save. That's a goal. Rebound goal. I believe that was Clements. Clements? I'm not sure who it was. Joey to Aegeus. Aegeus takes a shot. Rebound banged in. And it's 1-1 with 22 seconds left in the man again, or in the period. It's either Aegeus or Clements that scored, I believe. Or it could have been Elder. It was a lefty. Clements, Joey, Aegeus stay out with Tushev and now Borden on the back end. Clements wins the draw, comes to Joe on the half wall. Joe chips it. Clements pushes that forward. 13 seconds left on the man advantage. Good job by Tushev to break that atop. That's dumped in behind our net. Max plays that around looking for Borden. He finds him. Borden has it. He's got Aegeus up the gut. He hits him. 2 seconds left. Plays that to Joe. Joe shoots it at the buzzer. And that'll do it for the first period. 1-1 the score. All right, start of the second. Shots are 12-7 according to the Gaudi meter. Tommy, Longo, Lapino, Borden, Tushev on the back end. Fiorello and Kasha up front for Mercer. Not sure who the other guy is. Mercer will dump that into our zone. Blake goes D to D behind the net to Borden. Borden's got it. Plays it off the wall. Finds Lapino. Lapino has it. He's got Blake going with him. Throws it to Longo. Longo is run into by Kasha. Borden pinches. Good job by Lapino to cover back and keep that in. Lapino had to move it, did not. And here comes Mercer the other way. Mercer across the red, across the blue. They try to move it, cannot. Lapino plays that to Mercer. Gets it back. Lapino by himself tries to dance, loses it, gets it into the puck. Lapino is crushed from behind, and we're going to go to the power play. 14:06 on the clock. We will go to our third power play of the day. Clementa, Elder, Aegeus, Luke, and Joey. Clements in on the draw, wins it to the wall. Aegeus is tied up. Clements in a battle now. Elder has it, plays it to Aegeus. Aegeus plays that to Joey. Plays that to Aegeus. Aegeus plays that down to Clements. Nice job. Plays it across. Nobody there. Luke has it. He throws that down to Elder. Elder behind the net to Clements. Clements back to Elder. Elder up top to Luke. Luke plays that to Joe. Joe back to Luke. Luke back to Joe. Joe back to Luke. Luke down to Elder. Elder throws it off the post. Up to Aegeus. Aegeus up top to Joey. Joey shot, deflected, rebounds there. Elder and Clements were there, couldn't find it. Shot out. Here comes Luke. Luke spins away from traffic. He's going to go up ice, plays that to Elder, or Aegeus, sorry. Couldn't handle it. Puck comes to Joey. Joey swings that to Elder. Elder going to gain the blue. Joe goes for a change. Here comes Elder down the wall. Leaves it for Aegeus. Aegeus try to play it to Luke. That's deflected. Lucas is now out with Luke up top. Elder spins off, goes for a change. Luke shoots wide. Victor now out. Mercer chips that out. Clements goes for a change. Aegeus goes for a change. Power play is over. Here comes Aegeus, or here comes Victor across. He's got Tommy wide, plays it into Lapino. Lapino couldn't handle it, goes to the corner, he gets it back. Lapino plays that, looking for Victor. Thomas, one touches to Lapino. Lapino is in. Oh, pumped over the net. Tommy has it. Tommy puts on the brakes, plays that in the middle to Mercer. Mercer chips that out. Great little move there by Tommy. Tried to play it in the slot. Nobody home. Mercer dumps it all the way down. No icing. Lucas picks that up. He's going to play it behind the net to Blake. Blake's going to throw it back to him behind the net. Tommy looking for a pass. Victor got his pocket picked. He was looking for Tommy. Mercer kid just stepped in. Next penalty is definitely on us. You can book it. Lapino stretch pass to Victor. Victor's in. It's a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Victor across. He's got Tommy with him. Victor shoots it into the goalie's glove. Elder, Palatnik, and Longo come out with Borden and McDonough. 1-1 still to score. 11:29 left in the second period. Elder on the face-off loses that. Fiorello won that back for Mercer in on his own goalie, and we'll do it again here. Elder wins this one. It comes back to McDonough. McDonough takes a shot. That goes wide. Elder is there. Plays it across. Try to shoot it from a bad angle there. catch the goalie off guard. He could not. Mercer in a foot race with Borden. Borden, great job, breaks that up. Collects. Borden plays that up to Louis Palatnik, who chips to Longo. Longo is offsides. We'll do it again. Neutral zone draw. Elder. Elder wins the draw. And that's dumped in. Play in front, comes to the point to McDonough. McDonough winds up, shot. He scores. McDonough shoots from the point. I believe there was some traffic in front. And it's 2-1 Mercer. Or PHC, sorry. We got Joey, Clements, Aegeus, Luke, and Civarelli. Clements wins that draw to the wall. Luke plays that up, looking for Joe. Clements has it, chips it in, and that goes all the way down. Aegeus and Joe will chase. That's swung around to the corner. And Mercer dumps that all the way out. It's a foot race, Luke and Mercer player. Luke falls with the Mercer player. Comes right back to Luke. Luke plays it to Clements. Luke is dumped. No penalty there. Joe chips that out of the zone. Aegeus will chase. Mercer has that in the red. It's picked off. Here comes Luke. Luke over to Aegeus. Aegeus is in. Shot. Glove saved by the goalie. Goes into the corner. That's Luke on it. Aegeus forces. That swung around. Joe comes over. Knocks that. Breakout to down. That goes to Clements to Aegeus. Clements to Joey. Joey peels off. Joey plays it to Tushev. Tushev to Civarelli. Civarelli down low. Shot. Aegeus is stoned. Aegeus peels off. Looking for Clements. Clements has it. Steps out. Shot. Save. Puck goes behind the net. Joey plays that back into traffic. Tushev is going to pinch. That's thrown all the way out. Civarelli's in a foot race. Here comes Joe through the neutral zone. Joe plays that up, looking for Lapino. Tushev dumps that in. 9 minutes flat left in the second period. 2-1 the score. Tommy comes off the bench with Longo and Lapino. Tommy plays it in, looking for Longo. Longo trips a guy and we're down to the box. I told you the next penalty would be on us, and like clockwork, they call it. Longo will go for tripping, I believe. And Mercer will get, I believe it's just their first power play, right? Second power play? Yes. Second power play of the game. Tommy and Rocco will stay out to kill with Tushev and Lucas Amaker. Tommy wins the draw. Blake pushes that forward to Lapino. Lapino has it, chips it to Thomas. Thomas is in a one-on-one with Lapino driving. He's got Lapino, plays it to Lapino. Oh, Lapino's stoned. Great little pass there by Thomas. Thomas hustling back. Rocco breaks that pass up. It comes right back to the Mercer player, who now chips it down to the corner. Lucas will engage. Mercer gets it up top. Rocco comes out to pressure. That's a shot wide. Mercer has it behind the net. Played it to the half wall. Lucas engages. Mercer swings it to the far D. Shot. Canacor. D-zone draw to Max is right. It will be Elder on the draw, Borden, McDonough, and Victor. Mercer has it. They play it up to the point. Elder, good job pressuring. Elder in a foot race. Puck goes into the corner. Kid faked. I don't know if he faked it or he fanned on it, but if he would have passed it, Elder was going to pick it off. Worked out for him. Mercer across the blue. They run into each other. Comes to the point. They try to play it down. They can't. Victor up to Elder on a breakaway. Elder is in. Wow, nice save by the goalie. Victor catches it, shoots, the knockdown, comes back to McDonough. McDonough shoots it from the point again. He scored already from the point. Penalty is over in 2. Borden's going to retreat. And here comes Louis Plotnick. Borden ties the guy up, and that comes to Victor. Victor plays that to Plotnick. Plotnick has it at the red line. Plotnick tried to swing it to Elder. That's picked off by Mercer. Mercer carries it back into their own zone. Fiorello goes to the far side D, and out comes Asher Clements. That's chipped all the way down. Max is going to come out to play that. Plotnick now out with Clements and Victor. Kellen is going to bump that to Clements. Clements across the blue. Victor's got to peel for a change. Clements is by himself. Plotnick goes for a change. Out comes Aegeus. Out comes Joey. Sidon now out with Civarelli on the back end. Mercer bumped that all the way out to center ice. Nice job by Unk to break that up. Clements is offsides. 6:29.
There's no effort getting offside.
Gowdy unhappy with the effort getting back on sides. We've been offsides how many times now? 3?
4.
4 times. Gowdy is livid with the effort. Clements, neutral zone draw. He wins that back. Joe pops a kid's stick. The puck comes to Luke. Luke plays that up, looking for Joe. It hits the boards and finds Aegeus. Aegeus is in. He's going to put on the brakes, play it back to Joe. Joe had pressure. Clements comes in. Joe knocks a guy down. Plays it to Aegeus. Aegeus is under pressure. Luke is going to retreat. Unk dumps that all the way back in. Clements will chase. He'll be first to that. Clements pushes it around. Clements and Aegeus tied up. Clements on the puck. Good job by Clements to break that up. Mercer gets it. Play it in. Aegeus has it. He's got Joey with him. Aegeus is going to bake. Oh, good play, Aegeus. 3-1 PHC. Civarelli kept it in at the point. Aegeus toe dragged around a guy. Tucked it home. Shots are now 20-8 for PHC. Tommy, Lapino, Longo, Lucas, and Blake. Fiorello in on the draw, wins it, pushes it back to his D partner. Gessner chips that up. Fiorello is going to chase. Lucas chips that out. Blake had it, now plays it up. Longo plays it back to Blake. These guys play it out now. 2-on-1. Lapino's got Tommy. Oh, try to play it to him. Good job by that Mercer D to break that up. Pino gets it back. He still has Tommy. Still has him. Oh, Tommy pushed it wide. Nice little play there. They had 2 2-on-1s. Lapino didn't give it to him get it to him the first time. Gets it to him the second time. Tommy, good opportunity. Just pushed it a little wide. Tommy behind the net. Plays that up to Tushev. Tushev back to Tommy on the wall. Tommy walks off the wall. Plays that to Lucas. Lucas gonna shoot. That's knocked down by Mercer. Lucas picks that off. He's got Lapino in front. That pass is broken up. Mercer's had numbers, but they got their pocket pick. Tommy sauces it to Lapino. Lapino shoots that wide. Longo will be first to that. Plays it to Tommy. Tommy's run into. Comes back into the corner for Longo. Longo back to McDonough. McDonough swings out to Tushev. Out comes Louis Plotnick. Tushev takes a shot. That's knocked down. And Mercer throws that out. Coach is screaming to ice it. Tushev sauces that over to McDonough. McDonough has it. He's going to dump that in the corner. Lapino goes for a change. Out comes Victor. Tommy's going to peel off and go for a change. Borden has it. 3:50 left in a second period. Polotnik hits Elder in stride right off the bench. Elder cuts. He falls. And Mercer tried to get it out, but it hits Victor. Victor has it. Plays it across. And the goalie will cover that. 3:34 left in the period. Borden and McDonough will stay on the back end. Victor, Elder, and Lapino. I'm sorry, Victor, Polotnik, and Elder. Victor is tripped. Mercer takes that off him. Gowdy. Here comes McDonough. McDonough dumps that in. Louis Polotnik will chase. Mercer will be first to that. They swing it to the other side. Elder's going to engage. They play that out to Borden. Borden walks off the wall. Plays that over to McDonough. McDonough's going to shoot. Nobody in front of the net. Goalie makes a save easy. He comes back to Victor. All three of our guys are below the dots. And the goal line, for that matter. Elder is tied up. Now Elder ties the guy up. Comes to Borden. Borden shoots. That goes wide. And Mercer will go back to the box for holding. Interference on Elder. 2:46. Back to the man advantage. Clements in on the draw. Clements wins the draw to Joey. Joey has it. Plays that off to Aegeus. Aegeus plays that up top to Joe. Joe winds up, shot. That's bombed wide. Elder there plays that to Clements. Clements plays that up to Joey. Joey shoots. Try to deflect it. Goes wide. Joe comes over to break that up. He falls. Luke is there. That hits Clements, and we're going to the penalty box. Luke Seiden will go to the box for roughing. 59 left on the man advantage. There'll be 59 seconds of 4-on-4, and then we'll be short for a period of time. Victor will come out with Lapino. The ref is saying no. 16 is Aegeus. He's going to have to come back. So Lapino will stay out to kill with Aegeus, or play 4-on-4 with Aegeus. It will be Borden, Aegeus, Lapino, and I believe that is Tuchef. It is. Puck comes with Borden. Borden has it. Chips it off the half wall. Chipped it off the boards. Looking to spring. Lapino comes all the way back in our own end. Blake scoops that up. Blake plays that right to and Max comes out to play that. Max leaves it for Borden. Borden shakes a kid. He's up the middle. He plays that to Aegeus. Hits his stick and goes into the corner. Aegeus will chase. He'll be first to that. He needs help. He's 4-on-4 here. Mercer's going to come away with it. That's going to come right to Logan. Logan faked the slap shot, played it to Lapino. Lapino to Victor. Victor falls, and the goalie makes the save. 11 seconds left of 4-on-4 hockey, and then we will be shorthanded for 32 seconds. Minute and 26 left in the period. Victor, Tommy, Borden, and Blake. Thomas in on the draw. Mercer wins that, swings it around. It's 4-on-4, so it's a possession game. Victor has it. Victor still has it. Coach is screaming it's 4-on-4. Puck is played into Tommy. Great job by Blake Tushev. Slides it across. Tommy taps that one home just as the penalty expired. So that will be a shorthanded goal, I believe. And it is 4-1 PHC with 1:11 left in the second period. Mercer wins another face-off. They go D to D. Back to the D to D. Mercer on the power play here for 19. Tushev gets that, chips it out. It's going to come all the way down. No icing. Victor will chase. Mercer plays that up the gut. Far side. They're going to chip that in. Max is going to come out to play that. 44 left on the man advantage, or in the period. Man advantage is over. That puck is played up the middle. Mikey fresh off the bench. Picks that off and now plays it to Victor. Victor is in. He's got Mikey driving far side. He's got Mikey. Shoots. That goes wide. Tommy picks that up. Tommy going to come off looking for some help. Tommy shoots. High. Goalie makes a save. That comes out to Lucas at center ice. Lucas under duress. Throws that up to Longo. 3-on-2 if we hurry. Longo plays it. It comes to Victor. 12 seconds left in the period. Comes back in front. Longo bangs that one in. And it is now 6-1. 6.
5. It was 4-1.
5-1.
So it made it 5. What's 4 plus 1?
6. Ten seconds left in a period. Blotnick springs free off the face-off. That's thrown down. Elder chips that looking for Joe. Joe has it. And that'll do it for the second period. 5-1 the score. He's absolutely freezing in this rink.
Freezing. You want to climb in? Come on, Chris.
Shots are 25-8. Tommy, Lapino, Longo, McDonough, and Luke on the back end. Tommy wins the draw. Longo's taken down. Luke plays that to McDonough. McDonough fans on that pass. Tobias throws that in for Mercer. Luke will take it behind the net. Luke fires a laser at Longo. Hits Longo, comes out. Luke is dumped. Tommy scoops that up. Plays that off the wall to Lapino. Lapino tried to play it back to Thomas. He could not. McDonough goes D to D to Luke. Luke fans on it. Now under duress, Luke falls, takes a guy with him. Somebody lost a stick. It's a Mercer player. Comes back into the corner. Mercer throws it around. And McDonough gets that. Tries to fire it across. Actually hits Tobias. Tobias going to go for a change. That caught Tobias right in the skate or leg. One or the other. Two buddies there. I'm not sure that... Oh, loose puck. Tommy almost banged that in. Sure Nash will let McDonough hear about that after the game. He fired one right off of him. Out comes Victor, out comes Elder, out comes Palatnik. We got Tushev and Lucas on the back end. Mercer tries to play that up. Victor knocks that down. It comes to Elder. Elder tries to play it across, cannot. Mercer throws that out. Going to come to Lucas. Lucas shoots. Can of corn for the goalie.
Fucking laser.
Can of corn.
Dog, you ain't gonna offer me one?
You can have all these pink ones.
I want a yellow one.
Nah, the yellow and they're mine. Starburst.
Would you like a Starburst, honey? You want a pink?
Oh, I only have pink.
I'm just here for you. The more than you are.
Here comes Mercer through the neutral zone. Victor picks that off. He's got a guy. He throws that up to Palatnik. Palatnik across to red and blue.
It's fucking freezing in here. There's another.
That's a goal. Not sure who it was. Stop paying attention.
Elder.
Elder
Oh
from
my God.
Palatnik.
I'm drooling.
Elder wins the draw to Lucas. Lucas.
Would you like another, honey?
Plays it out.
I already put it for you.
Mercer is offsides. Victor Ruger chips that in deep. Louis Palatnik will chase Victor, looking for it back. Palatnik tried to give it back to him, could not. Comes to Victor anyway. Victor has that. He's under a ton of pressure here. Turns on the Jets. That goes behind the net. Mercer has it. Chips it around Lucas, but he recovers nicely. And we'll get a line change. Out comes Maddox Aegeus. Mercer throws that out. Uh-oh. Comes right to a guy in the middle of the ice. And chips that in deep. We're going to go for a change. Clemens comes out. Joey comes out. Lucas plays that up to Aegeus. Aegeus cuts across the blue. He's by himself. Plays it in. Own goal. That's a save by the goalie. Aegeus will pressure. Oh, that almost got picked off by Clemens. 3-on-2 the other way. We got to get back. Clemens comes back. Plays it right to him. Chips it to Aegeus. Aegeus is, oh, dude. Aegeus wasn't looking. Run into it. Next year, Aegeus might have been in. That's stretched. Comes back to Joe. Joe collects. Plays that across to Civarelli. Civarelli plays it to Clemens. Clemens is dumped. Puck comes to Borden. Nice job by Borden to break that up. Joey plays that to Logan. Logan shot. Good save by the goalie. That comes to Civarelli. Civarelli takes a shot. That goes behind the net. Maddox plays it. That's another save by the goalie. Kid made 5 saves in one play. That's chipped in deep. And that'll be a nice one. $10:54 on the clock. We can get the hell out of here and get into some heat. We will be back here tomorrow. What time?
9:45 and 5, something like that.
9:45 against, who do we play in the morning? Against Woodbridge. Good job by McDonough to slow a guy down and chip it around them. And Luke will chase. Luke overskates it, gets it back. Chips that up to Longo. Longo try to play to Tommy. Got picked off. Comes back to Longo. Longo gets it to Lupino. Lupino to Tommy. Tommy plays it across. Oh, played it right into Longo. It was on his backhand though. Good little play. We'll get a line change. McDonough side in on the back end. Palatnik, Elder, and Victor. Elder wins the draw. Victor steps in and takes it. Gets his pocket picked at the blue. Here comes Mercer on a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Shot on Gowdy. That's his first save in about 2 hours. It's been a long time. Gowdy up to the test. Luke plays that up to Palatnik. Palatnik has it. He's in a foot race. He throws it over to Victor. Victor has it. He's got Elder driving. He hits him, goal. Good job by Elder. Drives center lane. Victor throws it across, hits Elder's stick for a deflection, and that's our goal. 7-1 the score. We will be back here tomorrow for 2. We will play Woodbridge, and then we will play the Minutemen, who are currently playing Woodbridge on the other sheet. Again, the top 2 teams after round robin play will advance to Sunday's final. Tushev from the point shoots. Elder scores. Deflected by somebody. Comes right to Elder, and Elder bangs that one home. Lucas, Blake, Maddox, Clements, and Joe. Clements wins the draw. Aegeus plays it across. We go D to D. Blake try to play it to Joe. That got broken up. Blake now fires that across, looking for Aegeus. Just out of his reach. Nice job by Aegeus to stay on it. Clements now comes in. Aegeus walks. Nice play by Aegeus. Peels away from traffic. Plays that back down to Joey. Joey plays it back to Aegeus. Oh, good save by the goalie. Goes up into the rafters. Aegeus was looking for top titty there. Catches the goalie's shoulder and goes up into the rafters. Shots are 36-9 according to Gowdy, 33-8 here in the building. Mercer wins a draw, and Aegeus will go for tripping.
Who's you going to trust? Mine, where I gave the other kid 3 extra saves, or theirs?
I agree with you. Gowdy, very generous with the shot tracker.
I'm fucking accurate, is what I am.
Aegeus will go for tripping, and we will be shorthanded. Clements, Joey, Blake, and Lucas on the back end.
Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys. Let's go, Joey. Let's go, Poppy.
Clements wins the draw. He comes out to the point. They play it back down on the half wall. Bertoli plays it across. Puck is there. Clements comes over. That shot, looking for deflections. Not a bad strategy to get to the net. Lucas there in a battle. Still in a battle. Lucas is pumped. Puck comes to the point. Shot. Deflected. Comes right out to Joe. Joe chips it out. We're going to go to a 5-on-3. Mac makes that save. And I'm assuming that's going to be Blake. Or Lucas. Lucas is going to go for a cross check. And we will play 5-on-3. Luke and Logan come out with Thomas. We will play 5-on-3 for 46.
Go, boys, come on.
It's absolutely freezing in this building.
It's definitely 8. Right?
Yeah, 8-1 is it. I just don't think they're putting the score back. Tommy wins the draw back. Luke is knocked down.
Throw it.
Logan tried to clear it, could not. Logan runs into a guy. He goes down. Kid loses his stick. Puck comes to the point. Thomas comes out to force. Mercer swings it. They try to play it across the box. Nice job by Luke. Pumps that all the way out. Mercer will retreat. 21 left on the man advantage. Mercer gains his zone. They try to set up. Luke read that. Deflects it again. It comes right to the point. Luke comes up. Tommy comes up. Mercer throws it across. Out comes Mikey Longo. Will now play. Oh, kid's wide open. Nice. Kid was wide open. He missed it. Longo and Tommy killing. Luke and Logan on the back end. Shot deflected. That goes wide. Luke is there. Mercer comes away with it. They play it back up top. Gessner for Mercer takes a shot. Max makes the save. Makes another save. Longo is there. Mercer keeps it in. Oh boy. We could not get it out of the zone. Shot. That goes a high and wide. We are now short for another 7. Mercer has it. Tommy picks that off. He's got Lupino ahead of him. Breakaway. Rocco Lupino right off the bench. Lupino misses the net. Comes right back to Longo. 6:32 on the clock. It's 8-1 the score. Comes to Civarelli, who takes a shot. And the goalie makes a save. Victor, Elder, or Ruggieri come out. What's he calling? I thought he was calling another penalty. He does not. Shots are 37 to 12, sorry. Now 38 to 12. Shots are 34-13 in the stadium. And I'm going to go with the Gowdy meter.
Now you want to go with the Gowdy meter.
He's very, very generous
Now
with the
you
shot
want to go
clock.
with the Gowdy meter.
Gowdy saying that Mercer only has 12 shots, but the building here saying 13.
One was going wide. If it's going wide, it's not a shot on that.
Gowdy was unhappy with the one that was going to go wide, that they gave Max a shot.
I'm not happy. I just don't care. I'm not gonna
Mercer throws that out to center ice. Victor has it. Throws that back to Civarelli. Civarelli stretch pass looking for Elder. It's into space. Elder is in. He's knocked off. Blake throws that back in front. Comes back to Civarelli at the point. Civarelli's going to take a shot.
Oh,
Victor ducked.
Victor's head.
Did it hit him? Hits Victor in the head. Victor falls. Elder comes in to get it. Plays that to Polotnik. Polotnik shoots it off the goalie's head. Victor is dumped again. Here comes Mercer through the neutral zone. Blake breaks that up. Mercer one-on-one. Civarelli falls. Breakaway. Shot. No shot there. Goes over the net. Gowdy did not click the button. I went to see.
I was getting ready to throw you over the thing. Kids falling down left and right.
Kids are collapsing on the ice left and right.
Forgot ice is slippery.
And here comes Elder through the neutral zone. Elder tries to toe drag around. He cannot. That puck comes in. Mercer plays that out. Lapino is still out. Elder goes for a change. Out comes Clements. Fiorello from Mercer puts on the brakes. He plays that right to Lapino. Lapino looking for Clements. Clements has it in the slot. Tried to play it to Joey. It comes to Joe on the half wall. Joe plays that to Lapino. Lapino shoots.
Oh, nice deflection.
Good deflection by Clements. Lapino throws that in front. Clements standing in front. Pops that one in.
Crazy thing if you go to the net. It's like we waited to the third period to one, pass the puck, two, go to the net.
The first
And we've been
two
rewarded with
periods,
fucking 6 goals.
the first 2 periods of effort were nothing short of a disgrace.
Abysmal.
But it is now a 9-1 score with 4:35 left in regulation. Clements loses the draw. Mercer goes D to D. Joe deflects that pass. Mercer, Joe, or Borden plays that to Joe. Joe finds McDonough. McDonough plays that across to Lapino. I'm not sure what happened to Aegis. Mercer comes through. Toe drag around the guy. Max will make that save. That's a can of corn. 3:58 remaining in regulation. I'm ready to get home and get in front of the fireplace, Gowdy, with a nice glass of wine.
Nice.
Thomas circles through. I'm gonna have a nice glass of wine tonight and get ready for tomorrow's action. Tommy behind the net circles, leaves that off to Lucas, and that's broken out by Mercer. They throw that all the way down. Max is going to come out to play that. Max with some sauce. Oh boy, Max going for an assist. Plays it up to Luke. It's a 3-on-2. It's a 4-on-2. Oh, they played too many passes. Tommy shoots it in. It's a skate, and they got a 3-on-1 the other way. And Mercer's offsides. Mercer guys banging their sticks. Kid was offsides by 10 yards. I'm not sure what he's banging his stick for. It wasn't even really close. But a good sauce pass by Gowdy, looking for an assist in this ball game. And we normally make no passes, and these guys decided to then pass the puck.
Crazy.
Elder shoots. Goalie makes a save. Puck comes to Tushev. Tushev's got Civarelli. Tushev did not see the pressure coming, and that puck is deflected into the Mercer bench. And we will get a neutral zone draw with 2:42 left. They're going to do it center ice, actually. Mercer wins the draw. Ooh, Elder could have gone for tripping there. Mercer is offside again.
I mean, awful. Not even close.
Gowdy saying it's not close. I wasn't paying attention.
Number 20 was 9 feet over.
Well, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, Gowdy.
I ain't mad.
You need every advantage you can get in this game.
They don't call it. Yeah, it worked. But guess what? They call it.
Mercer goes D to D and up. Here comes Tobias across the blue. Plays that to Kumar. Or Komar. He takes a shot. That goes wide. And Tushev tackles Tobias.
Tushev blew up Tobias.
Tushev will go for interference.
take any more penalties.
How many penalties do we have?
3, 4, 5. That's 5.
We have at least 5.
It's at least 5.
Maybe 6. I know Chushev has 2. Luke has 2.
Oh, yeah.
Who else?
Mikey had 1.
Mikey had 1.
I think Logan had 1.
No, I don't think Logan had
No,
1.
maybe not. It's too many.
We will be shorthanded. McDonough's pinned against the wall. We got Joey and Rocco Lapino killing. Mercer plays that down below the goal line. The kid's going to walk out. They're going to look to play it up. They play it back to the corner. Borden is there. Borden still there. Mercer runs into each other. Borden pumps the kid. Here comes Joey and Lapino. Joey and Lapino in a 2-on-2. Joey to Lapino. Lapino is going to be across the blue. He's going to put the brakes on. He's going to shake and bake. And he loses it. Comes to
Attaboy,
McDonough. McDonough plays out to Borden. Borden plays it in front. Joe is there. It's loose. That comes all the way out to McDonough. Actually, it's picked off by Mercer. Borden picks that off, and we're going to attack. Here comes Borden through. He's got a 2-on-1 with Lapino. 2-on-1. Played across. He does. Oh, Lapino misses it. And here comes Mercer back the other way. 2-on-1 of their own. Fiorello swings it. Borden gets back. Fiorello is dumped. Gowdy pops him. Here comes Borden. Borden plays that to Lapino. Lapino's in a foot race. Joe goes for a change. Out comes Clements. There's 59 left in the period. Here comes Mercer. Luke is there to break that up. Oh boy, 3 guys for Mercer in the slot. And the man advantage is over. Mercer shoots.
Attaboy, Luke. Good block.
Hits Luke's skate. And it comes out. Tommy has it. He's got Clements. He plays it to him. Clements has Tommy driving. He still has Tommy. Oh, he tried to play it to him. Hits Tommy's stick. Goes in on goal. And that should do it here. We'll get an offensive zone draw with 32 seconds left in the man advantage. Mercer is offsides again.
Yo, Chris, where we going for lunch? Chipotle? Chipotle.
Longo pumped at the buzzer. And that'll do it. We will be back here tomorrow morning against Woodbridge, and that will be when the real test begins. Thank you, folks.